Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
This is nice. You did the big thing with this. This is very nice.
I'm gonna make a little tray that goes underneath the table so we can hide this
Okay.
monstrosity. But I mean, I honestly don't see a problem with it. Like these bitches are self-sufficient. They got their own studio,
Yeah.
like ours. Like I'm all about ownership. I don't like paying people for shit. I really don't. Because then it's like, am I paying you the right amount? Are you trying to take fucking advantage of me? You know. And then also like, are you gonna do what I need you to do when I need you to do it? Like I'm huge on that. Like, give me my stuff. Girl, you wear the cutest jeans. I need to lose weight so I can get in some cute jeans.
This is where the fuck? Shein, I think. Or Timo?
Yeah, because you're Hispanic, that's why it's Shein. No, I was thinking Fashion Nova, sorry. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Unfiltered Podcast with Yada Nicole. I am E.
And I am T.
And we are Unfiltered
Unfiltered.
Podcast. Hey girl.
Hello.
This is our second episode of the new season.
It is. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty. I feel good. I feel anxious. It's
Anxious?
January
18.
Yes, already.
Mm-hmm.
I want my fucking taxes.
I just got mine. I just got not my actual taxes.
But
I
you got your W-2, so you got
Yes.
some hope.
I got my W-2.
I have nothing. Nothing. I work for two different companies this year. So I have two W-2s that I need to wait for, and it's killing me. Every time I see an envelope like about this size, I'm like, yes, it's not any fucking thing for me. So I'm just waiting for my taxes, my W-2s, to give me a little bit of hope, give me something to live for. And my birthday is this month. It is officially Aquarius season, starting what, tomorrow? Tomorrow, yes. Any other Aquarius out there, big up yourself. It's our season.
Cancers, we got July, so we'll get there.
I don't know many Cancers. My mom's a Cancer, and she's a super sweet person.
What is she? Early Cancer, late Cancer?
June 22nd.
Okay,
Is that early or late?
early.
Really? Is there a difference?
So the June, July, and then August. So
Wait, y'all get all 3 months?
the end of June, and then July, and then
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not fair because Aquarius, we only get from January 19th, I think, till February 14th-ish.
I know that. So my son is July 22nd. He is a cusp between Cancer and Leo, and then my daughter's a Leo. So it's not all of July. It's like the last week.
Okay.
And then it turns into, I don't know what comes after Cancer, but then it changes.
Okay. But I mean, like, is there a difference between... Because I know us Aquarius, we say, you know, somebody's just acting outlandish, outrunly, or just not the vibe. We're like, oh, they're a February Aquarius. That's why they act like that. They're like, you know, they're the post-cum babies. You know, we're the, you know, the full nut. There's the, you know, the cleanup nut. Whatever. So I didn't know if there was a difference between an early Cancer and a whatever. Like, my mom is super sweet.
Yeah.
You're super sweet. However, that motherfucker got a mean streak in her if you push the wrong fucking buttons. So it's like when everyone sees it, they're like, oh my God, your mom's so sweet. I'm like, yeah, she used to beat me. But no, I've heard her, like, to hear my mom, like, no, if she curses, you didn't cross the motherfucking line. Like, you'll never see this woman. She's so sweet. She's so positive. She could probably sit across from Satan and find something good in him. However, if Satan pressed the wrong motherfucking buttons, then, you know, hell have no fury. So I didn't know if there was a difference between...
I've never heard of Cancers having different cusps of, like...
Bitch, you lying. You lying, because you got a streak in you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and that's what I mean.
I'm a crazy bitch to a degree, but, you know, don't push me. I have to be pushed up against the wall.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's different degrees to different signs, I guess. But then, I believe that, But I can't stand when people use that as their, oh, I'm just a this, so that's why I did this. No, you're a fucking piece of shit. That's why you did it, and you have no fucking regard for anyone else's feelings. That's why you did it. It has nothing to do with your sign. Because I know people of the same sign, probably the same birthday, down to the exact T, and they don't act like you do. You have no, how they say, no brought up seat.
No home training.
Exactly. So what's your week been like? It's been a week, or it's been 2 weeks?
It's been a week.
Okay. Well, what was your week like?
My week was very good. Today sucked very badly. But otherwise it's been good. Today's like, well, tomorrow is the last day of TikTok.
Oh yes, that's why we're wearing black, y'all.
Yeah, we're celebrating
in the morning. I couldn't find my veil.
I was gonna do that. I was trying to find a black scarf to just like
me too.
Do the whole somber.
And then I got a little ratchet because I was gonna wear my pussy's protein hat, and I was like, it's a TikTok funeral. Like, what do you wear to a TikTok funeral?
Yeah,
you wear something TikTok-ish, like not like. I saw people on TikTok doing like the whole, like literally the whole song and dance with the veil and with the tears. They actually had people like chairs in the fucking pews and shit like that. Like, I'm not a TikToker, so I don't want to say it's not that serious. Please, TikTok people, don't come for me because apparently it is that serious.
It is. It really is. It is. I'll get into mine.
Yes.
How's your week?
It's over. You know me. That's always like, it's over. Even though there's another one coming around the corner, it's over. I had my whole family here yesterday. And when I say my whole family, I don't mean like the matriarch, you're the patriarch. I mean like I'm the matriarch and everyone came to commune with their mom.
Aww.
And there was a bunch of us here and it was very loud. And I was a little overstimulated. So I went and got high and was sliding down the wall and didn't even realize I was like, you know, you ever get high and you're like, I think I'm leaning to the side. I'm not sure if I'm leaning to the side. I think it's the weed. It might just be the weed. It's not until like it's too late and you're like this. Like my girl was like, turn off, babe, turn off. I'm like, I'm watching it. And she's like, you're not watching it. She's like, you're falling asleep. I'm like, no, I'm not. And the next thing you know, and I wake up, I'm like, he's not the one who did that shit. And she's like, it's a totally fucking different show.
Like laughing because
girl, I got some edible stories for you, but we would have to do that on what's that? Everybody we have to do that on Patreon.
420. We can do that on 420.
I'm talking about the stories.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
No, y'all got to pay for that. Y'all not about to have me embarrass myself for free.
That would be entertaining.
That would.
Very entertaining.
So as I said, my birthday's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We dressing up for my birthday.
Right.
We're dressing up for my birthday. We're wearing fur coats and tiaras. I might get some balloons and shit.
It'll be nice.
It will. I'm gonna because we record on these days, and my birthday is on that day. And I'm an auntie. I have no place to go, so I'll be spending my birthday in YouTube and social media land, Facebook and. I guess not TikTok. Sorry, we totally skipped over the TikTok funeral. I'm sorry. Let us have a moment of silence. So we just act like we didn't give a fuck. Okay, now we got that shit out there. Yeah, so we're spending my birthday in the studio. I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have somebody come on here and spend my birthday with us.
That'll be exciting.
It would be. I got somebody in mind too.
Okay.
We'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
See if they want to come through. Anyway, back to you. You said your week was good.
It was good.
But today sucked.
Today sucked. Today was...
TikTok going away.
Yes. So they were supposed to have an extension for, I think, 274 days. An extension. Congress said absolutely not. That got denied.
Wait, who said it wasn't?
Congress.
Okay.
They said no to the extension. So at 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Wow. Really?
So they, TikTok server, that means they have to erase everything. You can't download it. If you already have it, then you already have it. But you can't, if you uninstall it and try to reinstall it, it's completely gone.
Wow.
You won't have access to it. And just going down, the TikTok rabbit hole, people are I cried. I'm not a TikTok crier, but I made my little goodbye video, and one of my followers, we were following each other since it started.
Yeah.
I've been supporting him, he's been supporting me, and I shouted him out in the video. And he's like, I see you, friend, just keep going. Because I was telling him, well, telling everybody, you know, TikTok was a place of safety.
Yeah.
And especially during COVID, like, Americans definitely kind of got together on TikTok and built a community.
See, I got into TikTok late. I didn't even, like, you're saying that during COVID, I'm like, there was TikTok during COVID. I'm super late.
She didn't mean that. You serious?
Look, during COVID, if y'all listen to the episode from last week, during COVID, I was sweeping every 5 minutes. There were fingerprints on the table every 5 minutes. Zoom school, and yeah. So during COVID, I was a maid, so I didn't have time for TikTok. I was stressed the fuck out and high, so I didn't have time for TikTok. I didn't get with TikTok until I want to say 22, 23, maybe. Oh, damn! Don't judge me, bitch. You're like peasants.
It was, you know, So I was telling in my video, you know, I've been very depressed, and TikTok was there, watching some of my followers and interacting with strangers and things like that. And his comment was, you know, I see you, friend, keep pushing, keep going. And just, I'm cooking brunch and I'm crying reading the message, because it's like, I don't fucking know you personally, but I know you.
Yeah.
We've been rocking with each other for 4 years, 5 years. And that was just like the solidity of it being over.
Wow.
They do have Red Note. I've created an account. I haven't explored it too much because the symbols and nothing's in English unless there are Americans on there speaking English with the translation, like in the captions and stuff.
Correct me again. I'm late to the TikTok world. Isn't the reason that we're getting rid of TikTok because it's allegedly that Chinese right, were stealing American citizens' information? Although we have a president who sold White House information, but I digress. So now we're switching over to Red Note. That is an absolutely
100%
Chinese platform.
TikTok. Yes.
That we don't even know what the fuck they're saying because it's all in Chinese.
It's in Mandarin.
So now we're going to start using that one.
Yep.
So I'm trying to make sense of it. Because you don't want us using the one that we can actually understand. Because you thought that they were stealing our information. Because, you know, he blames everything on China.
Yeah.
So now we're going over to Red Note. To just give it to them.
Pretty much.
So it's bad that they were stealing it. But it's okay like because we're giving it.
Exactly. It's like you're being robbed and then you're handing the robber, like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go, take it. But there's been people that create their accounts with their username being their social security number. I shit you not. There's people using their social security number as their username.
Why?
Because I guess that's their way of what is it, rebellion? And they're calling us refugees over there. So it's kind of cute.
I'm gonna stay with I'm sorry. Instagram has never done anything to me. Instagram has never done me wrong. It's been there my darkest time.
So I went down my Instagram and my TikTok and all of my saved videos and the actual videos that meant a lot to me. I saved those.
I guess I should do that too. Huh?
Yeah, because 12 o'clock tomorrow it's gonna be gone.
Like that's the thing that's sad about it. I mean, aside from all the people who are making money off of TikTok, you know, and the camaraderie, the community that was built, is your memories. You know what I mean? It would be like, God forbid, your house burning down and all the pictures of your kids or your memories are in there, and it's like, now they're gone.
You can't get those back.
that's a little sad. It's kind of like my identity. Not that that's your entire identity, because you have a life outside of TikTok, but it is a piece of you. So it's kind of like my identity's been erased.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And a lot of people, you know, I don't think the government understands the level of how TikTok has saved so many people's lives.
They don't care.
They don't, and
care.
it's all about monetizing.
Of course.
This is a free app, right? You can make money off of a free app.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that they can make money off of, that's where they're going to swoop in.
Of course, because you can't necessarily, I mean, I think you can be taxed on it, because I remember my tax preparer was saying, you know, people who do like OnlyFans or anything that you can monetize, they're going to try to find a way to tax you.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're not necessarily able to tax, because I've seen people like flash their Cash App and it'll come to their Cash App. Like, that's not a steady stream of income that you can claim as a business. Like, hey, it's a gig job,
mm-hmm.
you know? So maybe that's what it is. Because to me, when, you know, I hear you say that, it reminds me of like marijuana. Not for nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Niggas was making money off marijuana left and right.
Yep.
Y'all seen that it was niggas that was making it. Let's tax it. Let's make
Exactly.
it legal, so now we can fucking tax it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're making it hard for people who don't have a weed license to sell or what have you. Or people like, God forbid, like there's that person that's out there that's like, legit, I can't get a job because of X, Y, and Z, whatever fucking reasons. Like, I gotta sell a little bit of weed on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no one's coming to you, sir.
Yeah.
Because we can all go to the dispensary, which is probably undercutting your prices.
Mm-hmm.
And God knows, not for nothing, we're hoping that it's all organic and all that. I mean, I guess there's both, you know, danger on both sides. Mm-hmm. You might go to a street dealer that sells you fucking catnip. I'll tell you about that story. No, don't even laugh, 'cause I'm gonna tell you about that story another time about me in New Orleans, okay? Girl, a bitch was coughing for like 2 weeks.
Catnip?
I was coughing for 2 weeks. I'll talk to you about that later.
That's probably, you know what? When I first started smoking weed, I tried to fool my friend into thinking that I could buy a bag. I was called Square because I lived in a house and I had family and whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I can get a dime. Like, no problem. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I went and got some herbs and spices, thyme, oregano, a whole bunch. Anything that looked like it could be ground up weed. And I ripped a small piece of a brown paper bag. I wet the bag so that it can crumple up and look like a backwood. I put the herbs.
That's a lot of. You might have just went and got the fucking blunt. Shit, you just a lot of goddamn energy.
I swear, I shit you not. And I went to school the next day, and I had detention, so I gave the little herb blunt to her, and she went to smoke it, and she was pissed. She came back. This is herbs and spices.
Oh my god. I'm curious to know what it tasted like. I know her fucking throat was burning. I know it was burning.
Oh gosh, that was funny. Shout out Caitlin.
Caitlin probably wanted to beat your ass. Probably still does. The bitch probably has chronic bronchitis right now. It's all your fucking fault.
Oh man, but catnip, right?
We'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
We'll put that on our Patreon. So, TikTok is going away.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess now that we, like, you've explained it and we're like down to the nitty gritty of it, I'm, you know, to hear you say, like, you built community there, you found people there, like, to help pull you out of your depression and shit like that. It shined a better light on it for me, because I'm kind of like, oh, TikTok's going away. Oh, well. You know, because I don't really use TikTok like that. But now that, you know, we're talking about it, I'm like, damn, they're going to take my videos. Like, I had some good-ass videos up there. You know?
Mm-hmm.
As long as y'all don't get rid of Facebook. But then again, I don't know, because I don't like this Zuckerberg bitch either.
Mm-hmm.
Should I have said that? Does he own YouTube? Sorry. But I mean, you hang out with Trump. It's not you personally, Mark. It's the company you keep. We're going to get shut down before we get started. Anyway, you know, unpopular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing favors for people.
Okay, why?
I don't believe in favors. I feel like if You ever see that movie in the like your kids probably saw it, your older ones. Robots, I think it was, with Robin Williams.
Yes.
Okay, love that fucking movie. It's funny as shit. But their motto was like, see a need, feel a need.
Yes. I remember
So I feel like if I see a need, if I see a friend that needs something, I'm going to do it. Or offer to help or to do it. I don't like favors because I feel like when people ask you to do them a favor, or more so when they do a favor for you, it comes with stipulations.
Yeah.
I feel like it's, well, you know, when I did such and such, especially don't piss a motherfucker off if you can't return the favor or, excuse me, do something that they want you to do. Then it's, but when I had, or when I did, or it's on Facebook, I, you know, help so-and-so do this, this, and that for, you know, today. Like, bitch, why you gotta be like that? To me, that's along the same lines as people who are, like, out in the community, like, I'm handing out sandwiches. You know, yeah, y'all want a sandwich, and you see it, like, come on. Like, if you're gonna do something for somebody, do it out of the kindness of your fucking heart. No one has to know about it. No one has to hear about it. Like, I think that doing favors for people, for a lot of people, is self-serving. You know? And then also, I feel like when people call upon you to do a favor, it's like they feel like you're obligated to do it right then, when they want it done, how they want it done, where they want it done. It's like, did you do me a favor so that I could turn around and be obligated to do you?
Like I owe you.
Yeah, like I owe you or something, because it's like, bitch, I got a life too. Like, your favors might come at a time that's inconvenient for me, or, you know, I might be busy doing something else. Like, I've seen people fall out. Like, my kids have fallen out with other family members because it's like, well, I'm at work right now. I can't do it, you know? And it's like, oh, you just selfish. You think about yourself. Ma'am, we're at work. You know? So I don't like favors. And also, I don't like when people ask me to do favors. It's always after I've gotten my house and take my bra off. Like, bitch. I'm not trying to come back out here and do anything. Yeah. I don't like favors. So I think people, like I said, I think people, the expectations just be too high. And God forbid, Lord Jesus, have mercy upon the soul and their ears and their feelings, if a motherfucker ever say to me, well, I did.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going the fuck off. Off. You might as well just stop speaking to me.
I don't blame you.
Because my mother used to always tell me, your pride is going to be the death of you. Well, then get the funeral and the tissues ready. Because I refuse to have anybody throw any fucking thing they've done for me in my face. Especially because I am pretty much self-sufficient. I don't ask anybody for shit. So no, if I did ask you to do me a favor, I am desperate. You know what I mean? And it's hurting my mouth to even say, hey, can you... I'm throwing up just a little bit. Because I'm not... Because it's always going to be in the back of my mind that, I don't know, it's more than just the, hey, you might throw this in my face. Like, I don't like anyone to ever look at me like I need them.
I definitely understand that. I don't do favors, and my response is, I can't.
Good for you.
Because I literally can't. And even when I can, I can't.
Good for you. I like that.
I can't overextend myself to help you when I am. What is that? When you're on the airplane, you have to put your mask on first before you put the mask on somebody else. I am living by that.
Ooh, I got to sip to that.
I am living by that because I'm all about helping. But if I can't take care of myself first, there's no way I'm going to say, yeah, I got you. The inside of me wants to. And, you know, that's the part that counts. But no, I can't.
Good for you.
I cannot.
Good for you.
And I'm rocking with that. I cannot.
In the black. So that brings me to this. How do you feel? I want to say, how do you feel about kids? We know we love the kids. About doing stuff. Like, I have a thing where it's like, I'll always say, I'm putting my foot down. I'm standing 10 toes down in my big boots. this year, and I'm not doing this. I'm not overextending myself anybody. And then when it comes to my kids,
man, fuck them kids. Like, honestly, no offense.
No, I know what you mean, but it's like you have that, as we talked before, mom guilt. It's like I have to, or I'm gonna be a bad mom, or I have to, or they're not gonna like me. I have to, or they're not gonna think that I love them. So it's like I put myself on the back burner, and I don't do for myself. I don't take the time for myself. Like literally today, I came in. I had my my grands here, and I was like, okay, I got to go out to get some stuff. Come back from the store. Legit. You see how everything's set up. As soon as I walk up the stairs, there's a room here, a room here, and a room here. From every room, mom, come here, mom, and I'm like, literally, what do you? And then at one point, I'm like, bitch, stop.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down, and then I go sit down, and I'm like, why am I sitting? Like I have this, I can't sit still. Like I have to be doing something.
Yeah.
And I know we had talked before about the mom guilt, like how. I'm so curious as to where the fuck it comes from. And like, how the fuck we get rid of it?
I think
the dads don't have guilt.
No. They have the option of leaving. They have the option of not being there.
Yeah.
They have the
and
option
mommy
of
always has
it. Exactly. And I think it comes. I know it comes from me. I don't want to be my mother. I love her to death, but I don't want to be a reflection of her parenting to my kids. And for a while, I did the guilt thing. I overextended myself. I said yes all the time. And I would be upset and pissed off at my kids. Like, damn, I didn't want to do this, but I did it. And now that they're older, there's times that I'll come home or I've come home from work and they're coming at me. And I'm in tunnel vision. I need to get to my bed. I need to get to the room. And at that, like, not a couple years ago, but maybe 10 years ago, I would come home from work and I would need to strip naked and just sit on the bed, quiet, and that was my decompression. And of course my kids there's no privacy, there's no nothing. And they would just be talking and talking and talking. And I would just be like, you know what? No, I can't right now.
I don't have that. I don't.
Try it though. Try it. And I think that when you say no, it for them, it builds a little character. Like, it's okay to say no. And it's okay to not do what I want to do right now. Maybe later. Maybe another time.
I don't think kids give a fuck about that. Like, kids, if you ever, like, think, just even a smidge, kids are kind of narcissistic.
Oh, yeah.
Your own way. I mean, it's not like like an adult narcissist by no means. But it's like, I need it. I need it now. I need it how I need it.
Yeah.
You know, and I need you to do it. And it's always the mom. Like, your kid, you can live in a mansion. Your kid will go from room to room. There'll be a dad in every fucking room. They got to find mom to do it. Mom has to be the one to do it. You know? And it's like, sometimes, like, I think that an unpopular opinion or statement or whatever, that people don't realize moms get overstimulated as well. Like, it probably, especially in our communities, it probably comes off as you're yelling all the time, mommy's mean, she's a bitch. Or, because I know growing up, be like, mama, your mom mean. Like, no, mommy was fucking overstimulated. Like, she's taking care of you, she's taking care of daddy, the dog, the cat, she's cooking, cleaning, ironing, going to work, you know? It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. And I don't think people realize that. Like, my girlfriend says to me all the time, like, you seem like you got a little attitude. I'm overstimulated. I am literally taking care of everybody in this house and trying to make everybody happy. And then at the end of the day, it's like, by the time it's time for myself, it's time to go to bed. Like, that is my me time. I'm going to bed.
I just had a thought. If the next time you have all of your kids around in moments that you're feeling overstimulated,
just starts punching, swinging. Oh,
no. Have everybody come. Everybody. Don't leave anybody out. Have everybody there and say, listen, I need you to leave me alone. Whatever it is, it can wait. I need you to leave me alone. I say that to my kids. And it had to take time. Like, of course, they'll still barge in the room. I'll put my hand up and be like, no, just wait. Maybe try that next time. Just tell everybody at the same time, give me a minute. I can't right now.
Yeah.
I can't right now.
It's funny because, like, I'll see my daughter with her kids, and, like, she'll be overstimulated, and I'll just rush right in. I'm like, okay, I got them. You go. You know, like, I've never had that. Like, now, the partner that I have now, she's kind of like she'll tell my 8-year-old, because it's usually her, like, she's a narcissist. She's like, I want it right now. Fuck what you're saying. I want my mom, you know? But, like, she will say, your mom needs a break right now, or your mom needs rest right now, or what do you need? And to be honest, their dad never did that shit. I've never been in a relationship where my partner is like, I got it. You know, even though, like, I'm so conditioned that now that I'm with her and she's like, I got it, I'm like, well, are you gonna get it right? Like, you know, you gonna do it like how I do it? And I need to learn how to not do that. So I take partial responsibility for everybody always coming to me and being like, I'm the person. Like, today I did say to everybody, I was like, I don't want anyone to call my fucking name for the rest of the day. That is not my name anymore. You know, no one listened. But anyway, I'm seeing a lot of talk or post or whatever on social media where a lot of women are saying that they don't know who they are outside of being a mom. Like, like, in my heart, like, if I had the power, like, you know, people say, like, if you could have any choice to have a superpower, what would it be? My superpower would be, and I can only speak for us people, would be for us to experience love without any pain and to be genuinely joyful. Because I feel like happiness is great. Happiness is like, hey, we're having a good time. We're out here, we're drinking, we're doing whatever, you cute, whatever. But joy is kind of like, I'm just waking up and I'm just happy just to fucking be here. Like, I'm genuinely joyful. It's not coming from her, him, this, that. It's something that's within me. And I think that a lot of us don't get the chance to experience that, for one, generationally, because we never saw it. Yeah. Like, I saw my mom always go, 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 go. And now here I am, little go, 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 you know? And I'm hoping that my daughter is not, even though I've already seen it a little bit in her, it's like, go, go. Because I got to make shit happen. And I don't know if that's a generational thing. I know for me it was, that's what I saw. But also what comes into play with that is, again, we've never had that partner to do that. Anything, you know? So it's like, I have no choice but to be go, 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 go. I have no choice to be mommy got it. I have no choice but to be the nigga in a relationship because I didn't have anyone to take up the slack, to, not even the slack, like, fucking take half of the load off my motherfucking shoulders, you know? So part of it is, I think, again, what we see. But then, I guess, you know, my mind be going when I start talking, girl. You also have to ask yourself the question, like, because I saw it. That's what I saw my mom. That was the dynamic of my household. And there was a dad in the house, you know. Did I subconsciously choose people like that? Like, did I subconsciously choose this lifestyle?
I've heard that. I've heard that if you are raised in an abusive household, you seek, well, not seek intentionally, but
it's internalized. It's something that's in your, like, kind of in your DNA almost.
You end up with someone that will replicate the stuff that you grew up seeing,
because that's your norm.
Exactly. I didn't grow up watching my mom and my biological father fighting. I've heard stories. As an adult, I did have conversations with both of them, like, hey, mom said this about you, or hey, dad said this about you, because they just didn't fuck with each other. And on my dad's deathbed, she was there, and as soon as he transitioned, she was like, bye. That's not funny.
We have dark senses of humor. And I believe that the best comedians are made from childhood trauma. I really believe that shit. Because I am fucking funny as shit. I think the funnier you are, the darker you are, the more shit you've been through in your life. I am funny as fuck. I was telling my girlfriend last night, I was like, babe, I'm a comedian. And she was like, you think you are? No, motherfucker, I'm a comedian. I was like, you ever see, like, not for nothing, I'm totally off the subject. When you see, like, Kevin Hart, and, you know, before everybody got gentrified, before everybody got censored and can't fucking say what the fuck they want to. Funny as fuck. Like, rolling down, belly ache, laughing, tears coming out your eyes. Funny. Because they would talk about their fucking childhood or shit. Like, they are funny as shit. Because of childhood trauma. I hate that we all have experienced trauma. Yeah. And if I could cure the world that our generations after us would not experience trauma, I would, but they wouldn't be funny like me. I'm a comedian. But anyway, that was her dark sense of humor. Back to what you were saying.
I shit you not. She was in her little wheelchair and she's like, bye, Robert.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I wanted to punch the shit. Like, anyways, I love you, Mom. Very much. So yeah, learning about their abusive relationship, I got with my son's father, and me and him were whooping each other's ass like almost every night. And his mom, I was taking ecstasy, and he was taking ecstasy, but we both didn't know that we were taking it because his mom didn't want us to keep fighting.
Oh my!
So when we were on ecstasy, we weren't fighting. I didn't find that out until later on. Like
That's
after
a little crazy. Or as my grandma would say, that's wild. That's his new favorite word now. That's wild. I'm like, everything's fucking wild. But that is wild. Yeah. But we were talking last night with my girlfriend about, like, abusive relationships and stuff like that. And like, I forget what we was talking about, or how it came about. But I was telling her, I was like, my mom used to beat the shit out of, like, girl, again, childhood trauma. Grew up under a man who thought he was my dad. The whole time he was not my dad, even though I looked just like the nigga, but whatever. Until I saw the new nigga, and that's the one that's my dad. Anyway, they used to knock down, drag out, fight. And again, my mom was super sweet. So my girlfriend, she's like, Miss Rosie, yes, Miss Rosie used to fuck Jimmy up. Like, you know, like they used to fight all the time. Then I went into the story about my sister, how she used to fight with her boyfriend and shit like that. And she's like, so that's where you get it from? And I'm like, first of all, yes. And then second of all, I'm a reformed crash out. I have not hit a nigga in a long time, but I haven't had to. But like I said to her, I said, I didn't look at it like, damn. Because she was asking me, she was like, you know, when kids see abuse or whatever, they're probably scared to death. And I was like, I wasn't never scared. Yeah. Because for me, it was normal. Like, I remember being 14, had my first boyfriend. He did something, I slapped the shit out of him. Like, it was normal for me. So I was not, like, I didn't grow up in a household where it was like, oh my God, mommy and daddy are fighting again. Like, me and my niece would be laughing. Like, the next day, like, you heard when that nigga was like, get the fuck off me. You know? Not funny. Abuse is not funny. No. Domestic violence is not funny. I'm not condoning it. But what I am saying is, for me, it was normal. Yeah. So I grew up thinking that this is how relationships are. So I never had that fear. So as you were saying, you know, you didn't grow up in it. You heard about it, and then you still made, I don't like to say you made the choice, because no one makes the fucking choice to be
it happened.
abused. It just happened.
But nobody would have known that he was that type.
No, you never do. Because I don't think any of us would ever choose them if we thought that. You know? And I hate the bitches that'd be like, well, you chose him. Or you should have chose better. Or you should have chose wisely. Or my favorite, oh, could never be me. Monkey know which tree to climb.
Let a nigga punch you in the face, then we'll
Exactly.
See. Exactly. All it takes is
never
one.
Say never. Never say never. Never say never. We're going to flash the domestic violence hotline number on the screen, because I think it's necessary. Because we seem like we're glorifying it. We're so not glorifying it. No. I've been abused. You've been through your own situation, and I think because we've healed to an extent, we're past it. We're not in those places anymore. We're definitely looking for the red flags instead of, ducking them. I have a magnifying glass. Girl. Just anything. Yeah. And I think it also, comes with knowing your self-worth. self-worth and also having a plan to get out.
Exactly.
You have to have a plan and a support system.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing worse than trying to get away from a nigga, and then you go to your mama's house and he's sitting there having tea. Mm-hmm. Or people don't believe you, especially us black and brown women. Mm-hmm. People don't believe us, or they'll say, shit like, well, they was just fighting last week and she said she was leaving him and then now she back with him. Bitch, I was scared. Mm-hmm. Like, she's scared. Mm-hmm. It's not that she wants to be here. She is afraid. Yeah. Because if she doesn't comply, you could die.
For me, I felt like my spirit had to be ready. I had to be able to be okay with leaving.
Of course.
And the more I kept going back, I wasn't ready. I wasn't done. Mm-hmm. I wasn't done. And it's not like I was going back anticipating, oh, I'm going to get my ass whooped.
Yeah. You hope. You hope against hope.
Yeah. And if it happened, then, I'm ready. Yeah. But.
And also when there's kids involved.
Exactly. The day that I knew I was ready to leave, I shit you not, I will never forget it. I was in a taxi cab on my way home from work. He's blowing up my phone. Like, who are you? Where are you going? Who are you fucking? I'm like, I'm in the taxi going home. Oh, you fucking a taxi cab driver. You doing this, you doing that. Tell him to turn around. Come to my house now. Now, I would get checked. Do you know about being checked?
Yes.
I would get checked. And on the phone, he's like...
one of the most demeaning things that could ever happen to you.
It is. But he's yelling and screaming. And I'm before I would match his energy. I would be on 10 with him.
That's when, not for nothing, that's when you know you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's when you know you ain't going nowhere. I think when you go silent, it's like...
Yep. Okay. Yep. I was very calm. I was very just listening. And I said, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I hung up, I blocked him, and I didn't go back. And it felt like a relief.
Mm-hmm. I always say, like, you're not going to leave until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Mm-hmm. And I know that was for me, it was like, when I get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then I'm going to leave. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how the hell we got over here.
I know.
We were talking about being moms and, like...
But that comes with it. I mean, from what we look,
yes,
what we look like, some of that shit comes with us.
Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. Being, having a life outside of being a mom. Mm-hmm. A lot of us, again, could have been generational because that's all you know, that's all you've seen. Mm-hmm. And then also being young moms, or even being thrust into the position of being a mom when you're not even a mom, like older sisters. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, I had to be y'all's mom, so I never got a chance to live my life because I was raising y'all. Mm-hmm. Or, I never had a chance to live my life because it was, my head was I was in the books. I wasn't able to go out. I didn't have friends. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It could have been a number of things as to why we don't know who we are. And then next thing you know, you have an experienced life. Boom, I'm a mom. Mm-hmm. So now your life is dedicated, for most of us, dedicated to this little person. Mm-hmm. And it's like, who the fuck am I? Mm-hmm. Like, I know when my kids would go away, like, I'm slowly getting to that point where it's like, I am somebody else. Like, I am Yada Nicole. Mm-hmm. I'm not just Yada Nicole the mom, And I used to sit in the house like, kids are gone. Let me clean something. Mm-hmm. Or let me rearrange their room, or let me go and buy them something. It's always about them. Yeah. Like, I remember when my first daughter, I was 16 when I had her. Mm-hmm. And I remember everything was centered around her. It was like, I'm buying her this. I'm only spending money on her. I'm only doing this for her. And I remember having to ask my mom one time. I got invited to this college party or whatever. And I don't go out. Like, I literally went from being a little nerdy girl to I have a nerdy boyfriend, and we had nerdy sex. And then we had this nerdy kid. So I didn't get, 14 when I met him. Mm-hmm. There was no going out and hanging out, and also he was controlling. So there definitely was no going out, hanging out with your friends, with me and him. Mm-hmm. So I went from my mom's house to me and him. Yeah. From me and him to, hey, you're a mom. And it's like I'm still trying to feel around and figure shit out. Mm-hmm. So I remember saying to my mom, like, is it okay if I buy something, buy myself some clothes? She's like, you know that you're somebody outside of just being her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And even though she said it, I'm 16. I'm not registering. Bitch, can I buy the clothes or not?
Yeah.
Like, is it okay? You know, I don't want to be a bad mom. Can I buy it? And she was like, yeah. And from then it was like, it never hit me until maybe recently. Because like you said in the beginning, like, fuck them kids. Like, I'm going someplace. I'm going to do something, because if I don't, I'm going homicidal. Like, you're not going to like the mom that I am.
Yeah.
Even though I still have the, what do I do sometimes when they're not here? But I have a girlfriend now, so I know what to do now. But that was a joke. But I mean, for real. It's, now that I do know who I am and what I like to do, that makes me happy. Like, I'm going for it. Like, I think I said to you before, when I was at the new job site, this guy was like, hey, you know, what's your name, blah, blah, blah. And we're talking, and he's like, so tell me something about Ayana Nicole. First thing that came to my mind, I'm a mom. Mm-hmm. But I stopped myself and I didn't say it. I was like, well, I own a podcast. He's like, no shit, you know? And it's like, I am somebody outside of being a mom. Yeah. You know? Like, never, ever, like, being a mom is always going to be at the top of my list, my priorities. But other than that, because kids go away, they grow up, they get their own lives, they have significant others, and they go off and they have their fun and do whatever. And it's like, you're just like, who are you going to be when they're gone? Yeah. When you have that empty nest. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't think I'm ever going to have an empty nest, because there's too many of them and they keep coming back. But for the most part, when you have the empty nest, like, what do you like to do? Mm-hmm. So ladies, I want y'all to figure out who you are outside of being a mom. Figure out who you are before you become a mom. Yeah. Because you could definitely get lost.
It's easy.
In being a mom.
It's very easy.
Super easy. Especially if you happen to, I can't even say just be a single mom. Even if you're with a partner and y'all are together, and they're not that type of person that picks up so that you can rest, so that you can enjoy your life, so that you can be whoever you were before you had this little person, you could definitely get lost. Yeah. You need a partner that's going to allow you to do that. Mm-hmm.
When I was married, he is who he is now, but when we were married, the only reason why I married him was because he was a provider. He was able to, and I felt bad at times when he would take the kids and he would do stuff with them, and
you weren't involved.
No, I wasn't.
You had your me time, so you
I had my me time, and I had no idea what the fuck to do. Yeah, like, and same thing with you. I have to clean something. I have to rearrange. I have to organize.
Everything has to be great when they get home.
Yeah, like a surprise. Yes. Yeah, like
you're kind of earning your keep.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like that.
Yep. But that's what my mom used to do. Whenever we would go up to camp, we'd come back. Our room would be spectacular. We'd have new sheets, clean stuff, everything in tip-top shape, and everything would just be strategic and new and fresh. So that's what I do for my kids. Yeah. Not so much now, but when they were younger, I did that. And I don't regret doing that, but now I think that they are more sufficient. And they are more like my oldest, she loves the fact that I used to do her room. I went to college for interior design and architect. So she kind of gets lazy with taking care of her stuff. Like, Mom, you know how to do this. Can you? It's like, nah, shorty, nah. Yeah. If I had to figure it out, you can figure it the fuck out. Yeah.
I don't think this generation likes to figure shit out. This is like the dumbest smart generation ever. Yeah. Y'all, they have everything at their fingertips. They can find out what time the sun is setting, who's on the moon, how many craters. They have, like, if it's not here, it's here. Yeah. They have so many avenues that they can learn shit from and go down rabbit holes and do research or what have you, but they refuse to use it. Yeah. Because they let somebody else do it. They'd rather somebody else do it. And that's scary to me for these damn kids.
I had to figure it out. My mom, I didn't have training wheels on as far as, like,
There's no such thing.
I had to figure it out.
You had to figure it out.
I had to make my own doctor's
Was your mom
appointments.
a working mom?
Yes, she was a CO in Cambridge, and she was a big, I don't want to say husky, but she was very intimidating. She had a presence, but she was very, but she was gorgeous. Like, she kept her hair done, kept her nails done. Like, her upkeep was top tier, but she wasn't like that on the go all the time mom.
Yeah.
Because she had my stepfather, who kind of was the complete opposite of her. Very laid back, but he's from Birmingham. Everything is slow down south. And she's from up here, where everything is just like,
go.
So, he took a lot of things off of her.
It must be a down south thing.
I don't want to say it was always good, because I think that put a wedge between me getting to know my mom a little bit, because she was dealing with her own stuff, and that was traumatic in itself. But he was what is the person that, if I'm on drugs and you're
caregiver?
No.
Sponsor?
No. Enabler. He was an enabler for her bullshit. And I can see my younger sister taking on those traits. And it's like, girl, your dad used to do that. You gotta say no.
Yeah.
But to piggyback off of the mom guilt, I feel that now, because I have driving anxiety, which is new. This is a whole new life that I'm working on. And before that, my kids, Mom, can we go to the store? Can we go here? Can we go there? I would say, yeah, let's go. We get in a car and go. Now, it would be, Mom, can we go here? And I'm like, that's too far. No. And then the look of disappointment, it's like, don't count on me, because I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, you're old enough to do it.
Yeah.
You're old enough to just go ahead and do it. But these kids, I think now some of them are entitled.
Oh, yeah.
Very entitled. Very much, oh, well. And it's like, nah.
Yeah, like you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
that's my son. Love him to death, but I could choke him to death as well. Very entitled. Like, the other day he said something. I'm like, it was about the trash. I'm like, take the trash to the curb. He does a half-ass every take it halfway to the curb. No, I need to put it in the street so the trash man can get it. And he's like, so you saw it sitting out there and you didn't move it? I'm like, fuck no.
I think I would have liked it.
Girl, I told you, I was like, my head whipped around so fast, like the Exorcist. What? Who the fuck are you talking to? He's like, well, that's hypocritical. Excuse me? He's like, well, you said if you see something that needs to be done, then you should do it.
No, he didn't.
Y'all. The way my fucking head whipped around. And my girlfriend, she's good at playing interference. Every time when I'm about to, she's like, babe, come here, hurry up, quick. I caught on to her shit now. Next time ain't gonna be no babe, come here, quick. It's gonna be, babe, come.
Oh my
or
gosh.
Stepmom, come get this crazy bitch off of me.
Oh,
but yeah, the
goodness.
entitlement is. Don't even get me started. These kids wouldn't know struggle if it's spit in their face. These kids don't know. And it's sad to say, because I feel like, again, us being younger moms with the mom guilt, and we're trying to break these generational curses. We kind of, in a roundabout way between us and breaking the generational curses, and the way that schools are, the way that social media is, and everything at their fingertips. They, God forbid if we passed, they would not know how to survive. They would not know how to survive. Because my son It's either he can't or he just won't. I think it's he won't. Again, you're entitled. Mom's supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mom got it. You know, I hope that he doesn't grow up thinking that women are supposed to have it just because mom got it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because as long as there's breath in my body, nigga, get up. Mm-hmm. Go help that girl do X, Y, and Z. You know, because like that's when I think I try to drill in him is don't no woman want no lazy ass nigga.
How old is he?
16. He'll be 17 in the summer. Don't no woman want no lazy ass nigga. Mm-hmm. And even if it ain't about you being lazy, get up and do something. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be ready to spit fire if I'm in here cleaning and everybody's sitting the fuck on their ass. Woo! I'll be ready to fight. And I'm not gonna lie to you. And yes, it's different. I'm dating a woman, so it's a little bit different. Because she will get up and she'll do certain things. Maybe not to the liking that I want it done, but she will do it. As opposed to a man. And I tell him all the time, I was like, trust me, I've been that woman. I'll call a nigga a bitch in a minute. You can't fix shit. You can't pay for shit. Oh, you all kinds of bitches in my... Don't be that man, son. I'm telling you. Don't know woman. I am old school. A woman cannot respect a man that she cannot depend on.
Yeah. Definitely.
Don't ever live in no woman's house. Don't have no woman washing your motherfucking clothes and cooking all your goddamn meals. It's 50-50. I believe in 50-50 in our relationship. You supposed to help her the fuck out. Don't be company. Don't be company. Be a fucking asset. Because a nigga's the easiest thing to get. She can go get another one. Yeah. Anyway, I think we went all over the place. We forever going someplace else. But I feel like it all comes back because we talked about, like, you know, not knowing who you are outside of being a mom. Is it a generational curse? Is it generational? Is it genuine guilt? Is it like where the fuck does it come from? So I think we be all over the place with a purpose. We come right back. Yeah. And we take y'all on a magic carpet ride. And apparently y'all like it because you keep coming back. All right, I'm waiting for the vibe check. All right. High five, girl. Because everybody been missing my fucking vibe check. I came home yesterday. This is the last thing I'm going to say because we're about to shut it down. But I came home yesterday. My daughter had made me a pre-Valentine's thing. And it was a heart. I'm going to see if you catch this vibe check. So I said to my girlfriend, I was like, is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Yes! Stand up! Stand up! Let me know that you understand. Girl, I know. You my partner for a reason. Shit. All right, on that note, we're going to get ready to get the fuck out of here because it's hot now. The Hennessy's kicking in and we singing fucking 5 heartbeats. I hope we sounded good. So, ladies, I think we should leave them with know who the fuck you are before you have children if you don't already have children. If you are a mom, still get to know who the fuck you are outside of your children and don't feel guilty about it. Tanya has given us the tips to not feel guilty. Put your hand up, be naked, say no. Sitting on the edge of the bed, say no. Not right now. I need y'all to not fuck with me right now.
Be okay with saying no.
And be okay with being
okay. The kids are going to be fine. They are. They're not going to starve. No matter how much they say they are, they're not going to starve. They're going to be fine. The kids are fine. Isn't that a movie? The kids are fine.
Wasn't it a scary movie?
No. It's like it was like a rom-com. I didn't see it, but the title sounds nice.
Maybe I was thinking about something else. Kids are all right. Or the kids. I don't know. We'll look it up. Y'all look it up. Anyway, no confession session?
No confessions.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all with the confession sessions? Y'all are slacking.
The number is going to be here.
Yes. Down there.
Call it. No, text it. Text it, and we will read your confessions
they can call
anonymously.
Right? They want to call.
Nope, just text. Just text it.
All right. On the count of 3, we're going to say bye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.
Bye.